At about $540 a ton, I successfully bagged this white 80s Honda sports coupe. A friend from Shijiazhuang sent me a photo claiming he had a 70s sports car. I took one look and realized it was a third-gen Accord. That's not the 70s, that's a classic 80s sports coupe. It's a pity it's FWD, not RWD. If it were rear-wheel drive, that would be amazing, but it's still a classic, so I decided to bring it home. The interior is a mess. There are parts everywhere, and I'm not even sure if they all belong to this car. Honestly, there's so much stuff inside. Useful or not, it was all just tossed in there. Just a huge pile of junk. But there was a nice surprise. The previous owner actually found the original keys. That's definitely something to be happy about, a huge bonus. Next, I checked the engine. Although the engine bay is covered in dust, it looks very complete. Looking at the wiring harness, it doesn't seem too chaotic. When you fix cars often, you develop a sixth sense. Even before getting it home, I could feel that she wants to start. Alright guys, I can't wait a second longer. Let's head to Shijiazhuang. Arriving at the scene. This is the car. Look at all these people taking photos of it. The owner thinks he's found a treasure, so everyone's snapping away. Well, since I'm already here, their photos don't matter. I'm definitely taking this baby home. Let's check the exterior. The taillights on the rear look a bit quirky. Now for the side profile. I feel like this trim is quite rare. It looks like it might be a police spec version. Look at these two small lights up front. Aren't they beautiful? The roof is solid, no issues there. Now let's look at the engine. Let me prop up the hood. Here we have a small Honda Transverse inline-4 gasoline engine. We'll look up the displacement and horsepower later. All right, this is the one. Successfully secured it. Loaded it onto the truck and taking it home to treat it right. Finally got it loaded. I feel like this day flew by. It was non-stop action. By evening, we finally made it back. Finally got this big white 80s sports car home. All right, time to get to work. Our goal is to get it running within a day. Early the next morning, I got up to start fixing this 80s beast. I'm honestly so happy to own an 80s police spec Honda. It's just too cool. All right, no time to waste. Let's speed this up and get her started. Let's take a look. Oh man, look at this mess of wires on the carburetor. Just looking at it gives me a headache. I have a bad feeling. If just one little hose or wire snaps, it's going to be a huge pain. I might not get it running today. Looking at the spark plugs, they're covered in carbon buildup. Combustion was probably poor. So let's remove all the spark plugs. Yeah, these plugs are toast. We're swapping them all for new ones. We'll solve the problems one by one. There's no car we can't start. With enough time, energy, and patience, you can definitely get it running. Following the old routine, I'm injecting oil into the cylinders. This helps with lubrication and prevents cylinder scoring. I'm disconnecting the fuel inlet line to prevent dirty fuel from getting into the carburetor. The battery terminals are shot. Look at this mess of knotted wires. I need to straighten this out. We're replacing the battery terminals with new ones. Okay, now that I've swapped out the terminals, I've dropped in a fully charged battery. Before we fire it up, let's check the oil. All right. It's clicking, but it sounds weak. It won't crank. It's probably the starter motor. Either that or we have a wiring issue. All right, let's give the entire wiring system a thorough check. Let's track down exactly where the problem is. Look at this, the fuse is blown. That's gotta be the problem. All right, let's swap in a new one. Come on, let's test it out. Whoa, it works! Let's try it one more time. Okay, perfect. No issues there. What's our motto, guys? If it cranks, it starts. Since the engine is turning over, we can definitely get it running. See that? That is some seriously good news. We've got spark too, so let's get all those new spark plugs installed. All right, getting ready to start the car. Let's see if we can bring her to life. Crank it! At first, when I sprayed some carb cleaner, it showed signs of starting, but the more I tried, the less it felt like it wanted to fire up. Let's pull the spark plugs out to check. Look at this! It's pitch black. It looks like a mix of oil and carbon buildup that has completely fouled the plugs. Alright, we'll clean them up and put them back in. That should do the trick. But look here, the carburetor has a real problem. In just a short time, look at how it's completely filled with gas, flooded. A carburetor for an 80s third-gen Accord? Oh man, just thinking about it gives me a migraine. Where on earth am I gonna find parts for this? God help me. Alright, let's take the carb off and give it a proper inspection to find the root cause. Look at this float needle valve. If it gets stuck in this position, it causes fuel to leak through. We need to thoroughly clean out every single jet and passage. After 2 solid hours of hard work, I finally finished cleaning this carburetor. Let's see if it paid off. All right, let's try firing it up. Holy cow, it finally fired up. Now look, they're popping up. Hey, haha. Oh man, one light works, but the other one is out. All right then, the headlights won't go back down. I'll fix that tomorrow. Let's call it a day, guys. We'll get back to work tomorrow. Friends, this 80s Honda Accord, she runs. Next up, we need to clean out the fuel lines. The goal is to get her moving under her own power within a day. Just gotta keep grinding and get it done. Now let's take a look at the trunk. The gas tank access is in here. First, let's clear out all this random junk. Man, basins, shovels, mops. Whoa! This flower pot scared the heck out of me. It's all trash. Toss it all out. Okay, that startled me. I was wondering what that was. Oh look, there's a spare tire here. All right, your tank is over in that spot. Is that the tank? Yeah, it is. Next step, we're going to thoroughly clean the fuel tank and the entire fuel system. Hey, fuel is flowing up now. All right, this gas doesn't look too bad. Let's hook the fuel inlet line back up, and that should be about it. Next up, we're doing a full fluid flush. Engine oil, coolant, brake fluid. We're going to go through and check everything properly. All done. Come on, let's fire it up. It's absolutely silky smooth. The idle is rock steady. All right, no issues there. Let's kill the engine. The engine is completely sorted out. Next up, the headlights. Both lights pop up just fine, but neither of them actually turns on. When we first got it running, one of them was still working, but then that one quit on me too. So we're gonna go ahead and swap them all out for brand new ones. Got those headlights swapped out in no time. Next up, let's give this car a proper wash. I reckon this thing hasn't had a bath in over 10 years. All right, let's wash away all that ancient grime. I'm not exactly satisfied with how it looks after the wash. Look at the surface. It's still covered in grime, and these spots just won't come off. So, we have no choice but to unleash my ultimate secret weapon, the polish. Let's buff this thing out. In no time at all, the hood is finished. Just look at that finish. It actually turned out really nice. We finally got this 80s Honda sports coupe running and driving. Next up, we're moving her into the showroom on the second floor. From now on, whenever we film any 80s themed scenes, this big white Honda is going to be the star. My journey with classic cars isn't over yet. Let's keep pushing.